Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back and doing a best of 3 Crimson Vow draft. All right, open Cemetery Protector, great, super powered, mythic. Can flash it in, exile something, block something, kill it, start playing lands or creatures or whatever and spitting out more humans. Really, really strong card. Other goodies in here, Brian Comer, Wandering Mind, both very good. Infantry, Heron, Piercing Light. I like Retrieval, Spirit playable in a pinch, Celebrant, and Ghoul, and even Persistent Specimen in the right deck, but easy Protector here. All right, follow-up pick. Well, certainly not a white card here because Beguiler and Sanctify are not it. Best card, there's Slinger and Lumberknot, or quite... Lumberknot seems bit ambitious after first pick Protector, so really it's probably Slinger or Scavenger. I've had more luck with black-white, so I could actually see Scavenger, plus you get rid of, disturb cards out of graveyards. I guess technically Lacerate Flesh is removal, it's just kind of expensive. The Death Touch on Scavenger and the life gain and the exile, I always just call this card kind of like the perfect package for a common. Very, very good. Reckless Impulse is pretty good too, and I like Epic Cure, but no, I think we go Scavenger and be happy enough about it. 4-drop into 4-drop, though. We got to be careful. All right, follow-up pick here. Probably Fierce Retribution. I guess I could take the Twin Blade Geist because very solid 2-drop and comes back later. Gives you double strike. That is pretty good. It's a 2-drop. But Fierce Retribution is good removal. Deals with attackers early and late can deal with a bunch of feel bads for 6 mana at instant speed, so really not a bad card. I think we'll go with the removal over the Geist. Butler is good too. Feeds the yard for Protector, I guess, sort of. Whatever. We'll take the Retribution and be happy enough about it. All right. So we can take the Bat now. If we do end up black-white, that's going to be good, but Thirst for Discovery is probably the strongest card in here by quite a bit. There's a decent argument to just take the Thirst here over the Bat. Draw 3, typically better than a setup Gravedigger effect. In white, we just have Adamant Will and Beguiler, which I don't really like that much. But Thirst is big time hand refill. And blue-white's fine. All right, I'm going to go with the better card here, even though Bat, synergistically, probably at its best here, but that's all right. I'll take Thirst and be happy enough about it. Okay, here we can take Lantern Bearer. Otherwise, in white, there's Dawnheart Geist, Adamant Will, and Vampire Slayer, whatever. Syncopate I actually like, but I think we'll go Lantern Bearer. No longer will I undervalue it, right? Let's take it. Plus, blue-white is where it's at its best, so that makes sense. So, Crawler versus Lancer. It's also Siphon Essence. I don't want the Trainee. It's probably the Lancer. Patchwork Crawler is kind of a weird, all activated abilities. Well, that's a triggered ability. I don't even think... There's like so few activated abilities in this format. It's weird. I mean, it does get bigger at some point, but I'd rather have Cobbled Lancer. Once again, though, blue-white. Not exactly where it's at its best because you're going to want a bunch of Disturb cards, but that's all right. We'll take it. All right. Wow. Diagraph Scavenger. Or we could take Shattered Sanctum for the splash, but probably not. Scavenger's the best card, but I'd probably take the Chill just because it's pretty good. I'd probably still like to play Cemetery Protector if possible. Let's take the Chill. It's a good card. And there's blue zombies, so it'll work. Another Chill, Voltaren Estate. Cruel Witness I can consider just because it's a flyer. It's a pretty good flyer. But another Chill probably wouldn't hurt either. Just buys time and draws cards. I do like Cruel Witness though. Makes your card quality better as well. Flyer. Pretty solid card. I think I'm going to go Chill though just because blue-white can struggle to get enough removal. So we take Wanderlight Spirit or we can take Retrieval. Well, Wanderlight does fly. But I'm going to go with the Retrieval. Wanderlight, Retrieval's been surprising me. Here we could take Skywarp Scab. Reckless Impulse pick 10 is kind of surprising. There's no white in here. I've never really cared that much about Skywarp Scab anyway. Maybe we just take the Impulse. Could take the Knife as well. Getting the blood tokens is pretty good. But if red's open, Impulse is really good. I mean, there's a chance we abandon ship on white if it's straight up not open. I'm going to take Binding Geist here because at this point I'm pretty positive we're blue. Yeah. Here I'll take Syncopate just because I like it anyway. It's a good counter spell. Guess we'll take Adamant Will. Alright. So blue's open. I don't know about second color. Here, probably pretty easy. Diver Scab. Great card. Good blocker on the ground. Deals with creatures. Don't have a ton of sack outlets I love for it, but Lantern Bearer is a pretty awesome one, so we'll take it. Ooh, good picks here. Well, there's Hero's Downfall, and we do have a Scavenger already, but red seemed more open. Like, it's a decent argument just take the Watcher here, because we got like a 10th or 11th pick Reckless Impulse. That could be the sign I need to just pick up the awesome red card here. And that red is probably open. Because I don't think we're going to wheel a Watcher, but it might just be the good direction to go right now. Otherwise, there's like Piercing Light if I want to keep making the Protector work. But pack 1 was not super inspiring for white. Let's just take the Watcher. I think it's less good than Hero's Downfall, but I think red's more open than black. We'll find out. So there's another Scavenger. In red, we have Celebrants, which is pretty excellent. In blue, there's just a Monstrosity. I think we just take Celebrant and be happy about it. Good card. Solid beater. Flame Breather. Well, blue-red is where Flame Breather at its best, and we could definitely use some more cheap creatures. So, all right, take it over Cradle of Safety. Some playable stuff in black here, but that's all right. So now we can take Scattered Thoughts, Syncopate number 2. Combatants I don't really like. So for me, it's between Thoughts or Syncopate. We have Thirst for Discovery already, which is kind of like a better Scattered Thoughts. I really do like Syncopate a lot. Syncopate's also awesome with like werewolves. Lets you sort of flip your dudes and keep up. I mean, Syncopate's just good. I think I'm going to take a second one. Could be greedy. We'll see. So I could take the Spirit now, but never mind. We're taking Visionary. So let's just maybe at this point in the draft, I think we've got to commit to something. And I feel comfortable at this point pulling the trigger. I'm going to take Visionary over Epicure pretty easily. So we could take Skywarp Scab. I already have a couple 5-drops. Maybe just take Evolving Wilds. Make our curve a little bit better. Or make our mana base a little bit better. All right, Cruel Witness here is definitely good. I like the card a lot, and we only have 1 4-drop, so it's perfect. Impulse number 2, I'm going to take that. Great card advantage. I guess Impulse kind of sucks with Syncopate, but, well, maybe not. If you have enough mana, even if they see it, sometimes they can't play around it. I'll take another Retrieval here. How many creatures do we have? 9. So we need 6 more creatures. I still kind of think I like the tempo of Retrieval. We'll see. Monstrosity versus Prisoner. Do we have a lot of exile effects? Lancer, Lantern Bearer. Guess I could take Monstrosity. I don't really like Weary Prisoner all that much, even though it is good with the Syncopates. You can flip it to a 6/6 and then leave up a counter spell. But we'll see. Guess if we were going to splash something, maybe Grisly Ritual, probably not. Ambush is sometimes playable if you don't have enough removal, but we actually have plenty of non-creatures, I guess. We can play slightly less creatures, though, because of the impulses, but I want to make sure I have enough cheap creatures, too, because right now we've just got Lancer, which I can't play early, Lantern Bearer, Flame Breather, Visionary, all the ambushes. Oh, Olivia. Well, we're going to splash that. That's a big-time game winner. Much happier about picking up that Evolving Wilds now. So, easy Olivia. This is I'm trying to say, is this for sure Feel Bad? uh, it's borderline. It's hard to evaluate some of the mythics as feel bads. Like clearly Avabruck Caretaker is a feel bad, but is this one feel bad? I'm not exactly sure. It's easily the pick here and absolutely worth splashing, but another Syncopate, or we just take Gutter Skulker because Gutter Skulker is pretty slick. Or we could get more 2-drops with Runebound Wolf, because we could probably use some more cheap stuff. Our late game is really getting there. I like Gutter Skulker, and we only have a couple 4-drops, but I'm a little worried we don't have enough cheap creatures, especially with this Lancer. And Runebound Wolf is fine. Sometimes the ability... How many wolves and werewolves do I have? I guess I just have one werewolf. So I'm not going to be able to utilize the ability all that much, but I feel like our late game is on lockdown. I'm just going to take this. We need to make sure we can survive. All right, Bolt is a hugely good pickup for us here. Maybe wield a Steelclad Spirit. Let's probably dump the... How many creatures do I have? 12? I don't really want to dump Monstrosity, but if I'm going to dump a creature, it's got to be that one. Let's get rid of these ambushes. We don't need these. Bolt is in. Let's see. So, Siphon Essence. We have 2 Syncopates, which are better, but there's nothing else here for us, so I guess we take it. Could take the Prisoner now, or Wanderlight Spirit, or a Knife. I mean, flyers are typically good, but I want to be able to block, so maybe we just take the Prisoner, I guess. I don't love it. Might have to play it, we'll see. Oh, Epicure. Good pickup for us here. Cheap creature, good with Lancer. Good chumper. Sometimes they can trade with things. Good sack fodder for exploit. Yeah. Good pickup. So this is a deck currently. Probably another Lantern Bearer, just for more cheapness and evasion and disturb effects. And sack fodder. Otherwise, we could take a Celebrant, but we're kind of good on the top end already. Maybe we cut the Prisoner now. All right. Lantern Lost is at least a sideboard card. Because I don't know if we're doing the one Siphon Essence anyway. Bloody Betrayal, I mean, technically we have Exploit. It's too much. But there's nothing else I want here, so I guess we can take it, whatever. I don't think it's going to happen. So Gutter Skulker now. How many creatures do we have? 13? All right, let's take the Skulker. I'm totally fine with that. I'm glad we wheeled that. I'm going to take it over a 3rd Syncopate. It's a good card. Lets you get in there. And is good. All right, we could take the Spirit to buy some time. Or we could take the Stitched Assistant for potential card draw. I think we'll take the Assistant. I think I agree with that. I like Steelclad Spirit well and good enough, but Stitch Assistant in this deck looks like it could actually do something. None of these cards matter. It's a lot of Serpentine Ambushes. All right, Wanderlight Spirit. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. We got a good deck. So I agree with this mana base. 3 black sources and 8 and 8 on red and blue. We have a lot of card draw. We can cut 1 creature and maybe more creatures. We'll see. What's the... Probably Wanderlight Spirit can go. I want to be able to block in this deck. I think we'll cut the Siphon Essence. Technically, I can cut another creature if I really want. Could see it maybe being the Runebound Wolf. And that still leaves me a pretty decent amount of cheap stuff, but I mean, we just win if we get... I feel like we just win if we get Olivia online, so the more early game, the better. I feel comfortable maybe cutting 1 Retrieval, and then maybe I could cut 1 more creature, and it could be the Wolf. It could be the Stitched Assistant, too. Stitched Assistant is nice because it makes chill cheaper, and we only have 3 zombies, but And we do have some sack fodder with the Lantern Bearers. It's not bad. And the Epicure. Wolf is sort of just a 2-mana 2/2 in here. Not that that's bad, but it does sort of feel like something we could possibly cut. But I want to, like I said, I want to make sure I have enough early game because our late game is looking good. How important is Stitched Assistant in here? It's not essential. It does make these cheaper. If this isn't cheaper, it's not the end of the world. Runebound Wolf is a glorified 2/2 in this deck, though. 2-mana 2/2. Not that that's bad. It's just not great. Stitched Assistant has more potential upside, but I don't want to get run over, so I think I'm going to cut the Assistant. I think it's better than Runebound Wolf in this deck, but we have a lot of card draws that is with 2 impulses, and I want to be able to play something on turn 2 and still play an impulse on turn 3 and hit lands, possibly trade early. Pretty slick deck. Pretty slick. I like what we're doing. Nothing crazy, but we do have Olivia. That's pretty crazy, I guess. Classic Splash Olivia. All right. Guess we'll keep it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right. We'll play first. Oh, yeah, it's a keep. We're playing like my opponents. Somehow we got all 3 of our colors here. Nice. Oh, it's actually okay with me. I suppose I can make Epicure fly next turn. It's pretty good. Ooh, Voice of the Blessed. Wow. I think we'll just probably... Well, I'm just going to do this now. If they gain life, I won't be able to bolt it, but I can bounce it, so it's probably okay. Sure. All right. Oh, Olivia, huh? I guess we'll just take care of this now. No creatures in yard to take advantage of Olivia. That's awkward to say the least. Maybe it would have been better to hold on to the retrieval to like be able to save Olivia from like Sigarda's imprisonment, or that probably would have been smarter. I wonder what my opponent is thinking about here. So we don't have double red yet for like a Ballista Watcher. If we draw that, do we have double blue spells in here? I'm not sure. Got a lot of life gain though. Oh. Well, alright. I don't know where my opponent went. They just ran out of time, huh? Alright, well, I'm gonna go for it. I think maybe they... I don't know. Maybe they ran out of... I don't know. Maybe they disconnected. I guess we'll see. Alright, well, looks like opponent number one disconnected here. Looked like it was going to be an interesting game. If they had any answer for Olivia, we were kind of... Well, I guess we weren't out of gas. We were going to drop in Thirst for Discovery. But like I said, it looked like an interesting game. Either way, we'll take the victory and go to round 2. Alright, round 2. Ooh, that's a keep. So, I don't want to do... Turn 2 impulses. Typically not the best. I don't really want to do a turn 3 one either, if I'm being perfectly honest here. Ooh, Spider's a good one. I think we'll just pass. So, probably do the Skulker first, I guess. It's just unblockable. And if they syncopate this, we lose it. If they siphon inside it, we get it back. Both of those are pretty good with me. Yeah. So we still get an opportunity to get it back. I like that. Ooh, Mirror Hall Mimic, huh? That's a good one. We do have bounce effects in here. If they copy... What they're going to copy. That was a good draw. So technically they can copy our Celebrant with the Mirror Hall Mimic, but ideally if I can dig up some sort of bounce effect, I wouldn't have to worry about that. We'll see. Next turn, do I do the Cruel Witness or do I do the Impulse? I guess I can do the Impulse and still cast the Witness if I draw a land, so maybe that makes sense. Because even if I miss, I can still play a Wolf. Mulch. Wow. Don't see that too often. Sport Crawler. So now they have a... Oh, they're still attacking? Wow, okay. Sure. Alright. So, I think we go... Well, I can go Cruel Witness plus Wolf here, so maybe that's actually the best. Get the most bodies out there. That way, next turn I can do Impulse. Creatures, well, you can just highlight this to find out 3. So if they sack it, they actually get 4. Important to note. So let's see if they try and copy my Celebrant now. They can also get Dormant Grove online here by putting the counter on the Spider and get Vigilance. So looks like that's what they want to do, which is probably sensible. I think we'll just block here and take 8 probably. So we're going to Impulse. We get to trigger the Cruel Witness. Hopefully find some sort of interaction here. Oh, Millipede too, huh? Nice one. All right, let's do Impulse. Visionary. I don't think Visionary is getting us out of this situation. Another Impulse and a Thirst, huh? Well, I guess we can do Thirst. And we want to keep the blue untapped. I agree with that. We can dump that. We're looking for Alchemist Retrieval, so I guess we'll dump the red, but then I can't play the Flame Breather. I'm not sure if that matters. So we'll probably just play land here for potential Olivia draw and pass. Got a lot of creatures in there. So I think we'll go block here because it doesn't have trample, and then we'll double block here. Actually, I guess we'll double block here. No, I guess we can't afford to do that, so block like this. Take 3. So I feel as though we want to bring in the maybe our own Siphon Insight, because they have some pretty expensive creatures in there. So let's dump the Bolt, because we could possibly play 3 creatures. 6, 7, so I guess if I'd held on to the Flame Breather, I maybe could have bought myself a turn, but it would have just been 3 more chump blocks, so that's all right. I guess if we had an untapped land, could I have played all of them? 4? No, I still would have been short. I guess I can do this. There's no way to get out of this though, right? Like, I don't need to give them any more info. They don't need to know about Olivia. So why don't we just concede? Go to game 2. And bring in another counter spell. Bounce still definitely seems good too, with the Grove Strider and Dormant Grove and all that nonsense. But yeah, I think the counter spells are pretty important here. I mean, Bounce does seem good, but Flame Blast Bolt doesn't seem that good, does it? No, never mind. It's got the Spore Crawler, so it's probably 1 mana deal with their 3-drop is, and they have multiples. It's probably something we need to hold on to. I'm trying to think what seems bad against them. I guess Retrieval, maybe? I mean, Retrieval, they have Enter the Battlefield effects, so Retrieval's not that great. Like, it's not that good against a Hunter. Rather counter it. All right, I guess we can maybe dump the retrieval for another counterspell. See if that helps. Could do Lantern of the Lost. It's not bad, actually. Because they're going for graveyard effects. Huh. 14. So I could drop maybe Wolf now. Because I don't really need a 2-mana 2/2 against them, I don't think. So maybe dump the Wolf and we bring in the Lantern. Alright. I guess. Problem with Lantern is you have to exile all cards from all graveyards, so wish it was targeted, but that's alright. I think we basically just have Olivia to target our graveyard anyway, so this is fine. So still don't want to do a turn 2 Impulse, but we can do turn 2 Evolving Wilds and get our second red. Because we have double red, but oh, we have double blue too. Huh. Well, I don't know then. I do think we want to do the Evolving Wilds on turn 2. Pretty sure. Oh, well, maybe that answers the question. Hmm. Second blue. So next turn we can do the Impulse. We don't have to, but I guess we can. We can take a look here. Go look-see. Alright. Not gonna be able to do that Siphon Essence, but that's alright. So let's see if they have the Bolt or an Abrade or something. I guess Impulse is less good with counterspells, but that's okay. Oh, really? Well, I'm alright with that. I'd rather get that Canopy out of the way before they see Olivia. Sure. I mean, we can Diver Scab now. I think that's actually okay. It's a good tempo play. Because then they have to decide. Yeah, they didn't even want it, so that's good. And the next turn we can do 2 Lantern Bearers, which is good. Two lethal creatures. Two more Crushing Canopies. That'd be pretty good for him. All right. So they have the Crushing Canopy. I mean, it's totally good against us. I mean, they got like the worst use they could have gotten out of it with just the front side of a Lantern Bearer, but it also can blow up enchantments or creatures. So you lift something and then they can kill it. Deals with Olivia, so it's actually just very good against us. I mean, I don't think Retrieval's bad. I just think we're gonna have a hard time with it. Hard time making it work. They have multiple spiders too. At least Binding Geist is good against the spider. Attacks into it very comfortably. Even Visionary attacks into it pretty well, especially if you can flip it. So, do I want the Flame Breather? I mean, that can add up. Or do I want more top end? I mean, they have a lot of top end too. Is Flame Breather actually going to be good? It looks actually pretty good. Can kind of keep Spider at bay, but doesn't do a whole lot else. Doesn't keep their bigger dudes at bay. I guess we keep it and hope the incremental damage that it can potentially do is good. Makes 25% of our spells deal 1 damage to them. Honestly, it's not that much incremental damage, but it's not even good against the Spore Crawlers. Maybe it should have been swapped out for like a, I don't know, bounce effect or something. Or a Wanderlight Spirit for evasion, but even that's not that great. This is a good hand. No blue mana, but we're going to keep it. Ooh, it's good news for us. No spider. They found their spider. All right. Let's do Visionary first. All right. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. Unless, I guess I can. Why don't we ditch? I'm actually going to ditch Chill. Could ditch the Geist. Maybe that's better. All right. See if we get the blue mana now. Nope. Yeah, it's a tough one. Got our blue mana. It is a wee bit late. And we don't want that to flip either, so I guess we just do this. Get in for 4 now. I want to leave up counter spells, but we'll see. That's not the end of the world. Play the Celebrants this turn. Maybe I should just be willing to trade here. Can syncopate too if they have a trick or whatever. I'm okay making this trade otherwise. All right, so now I think we go Impulse. See if we get a land. Another blue would be good. So they can exile our Binding Geist, but whatever. Not that big of a deal. All right, we'll play the blue. And pass, leaving up Siphon Essence and Syncopate. So I think we are taking 4 here. Just because we know they've got beef in there. So I'm going to take 4. And if they don't cast beef, we'll do chill. If they do cast beef, we'll counter it. Either option's okay. All right, we're going to chill now. All right, so a little bit of a tough spot now, but we'll take another turn off. Just hold up counters. We lose our bolt, but what are you going to do? Problem is next turn, well, yeah. Next turn I can't do Celebrants and leave up Essence. Alright, well, we're going to syncopate that. Nope. You got to pay 4. Or Heirloom gets this. I mean, I might as well just do 5, but whatever. Ah, Lancer, that's a reasonable draw. Still, I think we want to be able to counter their Flourishing Hunter. Oh, we can't actually do Lancer. How do we not have, oh, Honored Heirloom, that's right. Oh, geez. Honored Heirloom got us real good there, huh? All right. Well, we're going to lose half our life here, I guess. They had Siphon Essence up anyway, so. Problem is, I can't leave the Epic Hero back and chump either, because Raider. Tough spot. Real tough spot. I mean, I guess we counter it. Dump the land. Actually, no, we dump the land. Because we can still potentially dump. Oh, jeez. All right, so the play is Lantern. We'll get rid of the Mirror Hall Mimic. And then we can play another spell and flip the Raider back. So let's do this, I guess. Oh, bummer. Actually, no, that's okay, actually. Now we can play the Lancer. That actually is okay. All right. All right, and no attacks. But, I mean, if they have Flourishing Hunter now, then they got it. I can't do anything about it. We already gone through 2 of our counter spells. So we only have 1 Syncopate left. I mean, we're going to double block, clearly. Not at a life total where we can afford to take this. They can get rid of the Lancer with the Honored Heirloom, but we're going to have to tolerate that. Sure. We can exile our thing so we actually can't play the Epicure. Or can't play the Lancer, rather. Alright, so we'll go Impulse. Alright, that's cool. So we can do Flame Breather, Thirst. I mean, technically I can discard like Lantern Bearer and Syncopate and play Lancer, I think. Pretty sure. I forgot. I don't think I played a land. I can't remember now. I might have. All right, good. Play that so I can do Lantern plus Lancer in a pinch. Might need to draw a card here. Because they're going to flip their dude. So I'm just going to cash this out now. It's kind of exactly what we needed to not happen, unfortunately. So let's say I attack with the Gutter Skulker. They attack with everything. I have to chump the Rip Hook Raider with Lancer. And then I take 5 and go to 1, and they're at 8. I don't think that's going to work out too hot. May not have a choice, though. Because otherwise, I guess my best play is double block a Raider, lose both my guys. Still take the Werewolf. Don't deal any damage to them, but get rid of the Raider. I still have other dudes I got to deal with. I might have to do that. Nine cards left in my deck, huh? I can't really attack anyway. Still have a Ballista Watcher in here somewhere. That'd probably win the game. Hey, when you got what you need, you got what you need. We'll see you for the next one. All right. We'll play first. Yeah, it's good. Do I just want to do the Evolving Wilds first? We have all three colors. We have double blue and we have double red in the deck. Could wait. Because we have Ballista Watcher, we have Diver Scab. I guess I'm okay waiting for now. I like Snarling Wolf. Alright, let's do the Visionary first here. I have to discard a basic land, so I can't actually discard Evolving Wilds here. No play. Well, I think I'm going to use the Visionary then. Might lose something valuable here. We'll find out. Hopefully just get a land. Got the land. That's good. So we'll play the land, flip our Visionary, play the Wolf. I guess we could do the Thirst for Discovery here too. Let's see. Makes the best use of mana. Does not progress the board. Let's just make the best use of mana then. I'm alright with that. I think they probably have Fiery Retribution or something like that. I guess we'll dump the mountain now. My guess is Fiery Retribution, which I can pretty comfortably play around here. I think we can do Evolving Wild now. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll do Evolving Wild. I'll play the Runebound Wolf and leave up Flameless Bolt. And I think I think I am going to play around Fiery Retribution just because I can. It's a little bit awkward to do it with the Berserker, but I'm alright with it. You can only activate it once a turn. Okay. That's fine. Weaver. Okay. Guess we'll get another red based on this hand. There's Diver's Scab, that's cool. So I think we just play the Celebrant here and get in for 4. So technically they can, I guess, hardcast Retribution if they get 6 mana. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know if we play around it anymore or not. We'll find out. At this point, we might just attack into it. I'm not sure. I have these impulses, though, so I've got time and card advantage on the horizon here. Alright, so they still have Retribution up. It's going to be hard to play around Retribution for the rest of the game. I can Diver, Scab, and sack the Wolf. I don't love that, though. Let's do Impulse. I'm alright with that. We can keep progressing this board. Oh, so no creatures in yard. Well, in that case, now I feel a little more comfortable getting in with these two. They can Retribution the Celebrant, and then I'll play the Lancer. I'm alright with that. Trade the Berserker with the Rallier. Kill the Celebrant. We'll play the Lancer. And the Swamp. And we'll get rid of the Visionary, because if we get Olivia, I guess we can start using these too, huh? Don't need another black mana. Oh. Well. Guess I could still technically get an Epic here. I mean, I could dump the Lantern Bearer and start flying over top. That's pretty good, actually. But no, I want to play Lantern Bearer for Diver Scab synergy. All right, that's fine. So now we can go Land Bearer Scab. Get rid of whatever they cast here. So we'll go Land Bearer Scab. Sack that. And get rid of the Heron because it's more expensive. See if they want to keep it. Probably don't because they've been missing land drops. Oh, they do. All right. So next turn we can Impulse, Lantern Bearer, probably Lantern Bearer, the Lancer, because if they have another Retribution, I'd rather them kill the Lancer. Makes sense. So Impulse here. All right, that's good. Oh, jeez. Do we have any creatures in the yard too? Yeah, we have the Celebrant. All right. All right. They know about the chill too, so kind of a tough spot for them. Basically, if they attack with Ancestor, we block with Scab and Lancer, and then we even get to get the Lancer back with Olivia. Well, they got a little mana screwed there, and we took advantage. Not a ton of information gained there. I mean, we already have the one Alchemist Retrieval. I think it is good against Fierce Retribution. It's like 1 mana protection. Protects our Olivia. They might be busting out some Crushing Canopies here too. But Siphon Essence for... I mean, I assume they have some beef in there, but we've already got 2 Syncopates, which are better anyway. So maybe just run it back. I mean, it worked well. So try it again. Not really digging this hand, but I might keep it. Like, Lancer's a pretty terrible card to have in your opener, but at least we have a turn 2 Syncopate. I don't know. We'll see. This could be punishing, but we have our main colors. We're on the draw. We have a counterspell. Ah, well, that was a good draw. I could see possibly letting my Lantern Bearer die here to play the Lancer. But I guess not yet. All right. So we'll leave up Syncopate. Who knows, maybe they just want to pump again anyway. Otherwise, hopefully we get a nice Syncopate off here. All right. So we'll go Binding Geist. That's an Alex Stephenson mulch right there. Ooh, good draw. Sure. I think they found their land. All right. 4. So go. We still have enough to do this plus this, so I can even dump this. And dump. Doesn't matter, yeah. Dump another blue mana. So I see the issue though. If I do the Binding Geist, I'm not going to be able to do the Lancer. So we probably just Binding Geist the Ancestor. Play a land. And pass. You have a lot of card draw in here too. Thirst for Discovery, 2 Reckless Impulse. Got Olivia we could draw. But for now we're just going to have to rip some lands for a while. Well, Lancer's important and all, but I think we need this to be able to block the Heron. Kind of drawn like a real Alex Stephenson right now. Really drawn like an Alex Stephenson. Man, that's not even the right target you should do it on. I think as long as we don't draw like Alex Stephenson, I feel like pretty comfortable winning this match. Nature's Embrace, Sheltering Boughs. We're going to rip a land here and lose, aren't we? Lose like a real Alex Stephenson would. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. All right, well, it should be a match we should win very easily. As long as I can forego drawing like Alex Stephenson, I feel pretty comfortable winning this one. I'll do the retrieval. What do I want to cut? Could cut the Flame Breather, 1/3 body. No, it blocks an Ancestor. It doesn't do anything against the Spore Crawler or the Snarling Wolf, though. Yeah, you know what? Flame Breather's probably not something we need here. All right. All right, keep this. just bolt that now. They had a mulligan too, so I'm alright with that. I don't know if I necessarily want to impulse next turn either. Oh, good draw. So I can't impulse now. I think we'll just do the chill, probably. I'll do it on their turn. I'm alright with that. Sometimes they pump before attacks too, so we'll see if they do that. That'd be good. Oh, ramping, huh? Alright. I'm still gonna chill just to get the card draw. No creature in yard, huh? Alright. Lancer's been a real liability. Not doing what I needed to. So it could block here. I kind of want to get the spell off Visionary though, even though it won't be able to block later. Just kind of still kind of hoping we can draw non-land cards, but no, it's unfortunately it's Alex Stephenson being an Alex Stephenson kind of day. That's all right. Alex Stephenson days happen, but just kind of hoped it didn't happen against this deck. I guess it's not fun against any deck, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's classic 12 lands in the top 19 sort of day. I mean, the cards that I'm losing against is just, I can't lie, it's killing me. I feel like I'm dying right now, losing to this stuff. But what are you going to do? So if I could find a syncopate. It'd be helpful. The problem with doing the hunter is they can kind of just replay it. So maybe just do the beguiler. And I have to hope I can double block the hunter. Opponent's just gifting us here. So if I attack now, they can tap on their turn and get in, so I think we just have to play the wolf and pass. I can't get in with the gutter skulker and still trade with the hunter, unfortunately. No creatures in yard for Olivia here. What? So guess we block like this, and we lose 2 creatures and take care of their best 2 creatures. We lose a Celebrant. All right. Guess we don't need to do the Gutter Skulker yet here. Don't do it. You're going to regret giving it lifelink. Oh, man. Guess I could have killed the werewolf here, huh? It's true. But then I would have flipped my... No, I could have just killed the werewolf. I would have tapped out. Hmm. Ugh. It kind of looked like we were going to turn it around there. I still would have been 1 mana short. Funny thing is, playing the Epic here is what cost me. If I had had 1 more untapped mana, I could have killed the Hunter even with the Scab here. Bummer. Big bummer. So 12. I can use Watcher 3 times. 4 times, rather. It's going to be like card draws and stuff. I just can't. The bottom of my deck is Counterspells and Olivia. Oh, this is painful, guys. This is so painful. I guess I could have syncopated that. I'm not quite sure that would have been better. Could have syncopated Bramble Armor. Oh, jeez. Oh. Just at that point. Well, do I even want to do that? I mean, I can kill it and then save the syncopate. I don't know if that does me any good either. I can't believe I'm losing this. I can't believe I'm losing this match. This is one for the record books of embarrassing losses. I'm losing against Nature's Embrace, Ramp, and Bramble Armors, and this is just so painful. Oh, Olivia. Yeah, 5 from the bottom, where it does me no good now because I can't even attack with it. I guess we have to do Diver's Scab, huh? Thirst for discovery. I think they finally figured it out. My goodness. What a game. Wow. That game was so much more back and forth than it should have been against the Bramble Armor Nature's Embrace deck. And I win by the skin of my teeth. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. Let's do some pack one, pick ones here. All right, pack one, pick one here. Probably the chill. Ripsaw is a fun card, but yeah, probably chill. Good tempo. Pack one, pick one here. I go Fell Stinger. Love this card. Pack one, pick one here. We go probably the Outcast. Huge upside on it. And usually cheaper than Screaming Swarm. I could take the Retribution too. I like Retribution because it gives you early protection, but 4 mana 5/4, that's potentially a 4 mana 6/5. It draws you a card when it or any other werewolf dies. That's really strong. I think we go Outcast. Here we take the Hero's Downfall. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.